Good morning, boys. Today we will see the chapter number 5, that is differential calculus. This is mainly used to find the risk created by consumer and producers. Here, so in business mathematics, the differential calculus mainly used to find out the risk of the customer as well as the producers and the profit attains at what period or loss attains at what period. So these categories comes under differential calculus. Clear? So to know the differential calculus, you must know some basic concept, that is the function. We have function, linear function, quadratic function, polynomial function, transcendental functions. What is meant by transcendental function? Other than the algebraic expressions are called transcendental functions, like sine inverse, e power x, log x, a power x. So all these categories, the trigonometrical ratio, exponential format, logarithm formats are called as transcendental functions. Clear? So the other than the algebraic expressions called transcendental functions. So here we have some basic concept, open interval and closed interval. So what is meant by open interval? If you use the simple bracket, is called open intervals. I am taking only the basic concept. The definitions are there in the textbook, but you can understand what is meant by open interval. This is open interval. This is called between A and B. A number which taken between A and B. In the case of between A and B, you can use the simple bracket, that is open interval. Open interval. In the case of from to, if you use the word from to, then it is called a closed interval. It is called a closed interval, which means you have to take both limits A and B. Whereas in open interval, you don't take the first limit as well as the last one. Initial point, ending point, not necessary in open interval, whereas in closed interval, you must take the starting point as well as the ending point. That is the difference between the open interval and closed interval. So they can write in equation format like this, inequality format. This is for open interval and this is for closed interval. See, I am using that less than or equal to symbol. Here I am using only less than symbol. So you don't take the starting value and the final value for open interval, whereas for closed interval you have to take first as well as the last one. Clear? That is open interval and closed interval. So here we have some implicity function, explanatory function. So if I am defining that variable y is equal to x square plus 5, this is called arbitrary constant, is called implicity function. When if that x value, it is a function, it is independent, x is independent with y, but whereas y is dependent on x. If you replace x by any value, y will get different answer. Therefore, this is independent variable, this is dependent variable of x and the arbitrary constant. Clear? So arbitrary constant, it may be changed. If you change the arbitrary constant, then y will be always get changed. If it is fixed, then it will get changed only with respect to that x value. So these are the concept. After that concept, we will go for some whether the given function is even function or odd function or neither even nor odd. So both you have to check. How to check whether the function is even function or not a even function? If you replace x by minus x, if your answer is minus f of x, which implies that is odd function. So f of x minus f of x, which will give you that f of x with no changes in the question by replacing x equal to minus x, it is called even function. So how do you identify whether the function is odd function or even function? Just you have to replace x by minus x when the answer is negative of the question is odd function. When the question as it is without any changes in the sign, it is called even function, because these two are very important concept to study integrations. That's what we are studying in differential calculation. Integration you can study in the next year, 12th standard. here we have to study only the differential calculus format. So that's reciprocal. Opposite of differential calculus is called integral calculus. To know that, to apply the integral calculus, you must know whether the function is odd function or even function. How do you find out whether the function is odd or even? By replacing x is equal to minus x. If you replace x is equal to minus x, if you got minus of the question, it is odd function. If there is no changes in the question even after replacing x by minus x, it is called what? Even function. Now based on these two concepts, we have to see some problems in the exercise number 5.1. It is very simple. Exercise 5.1, question number 1, determine whether the following functions are odd or even. So if you see the algebraic expressions, when the power of x is even number, then we can say the function is even function. So without replacing x equal to minus x, if you see the any algebraic expressions, when the variable has that power, when the variable has power as even number like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and so on, then you can write straight away the given function is an even function. Only in the case of algebraic, not for other cases. Whereas when the power of the variable x is odd number like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, then you can write straight away it is, what is that? Odd function. So question number 1, f of x is given a power x minus 1 over a power x plus 1. So it is given f of x is equal to a power x minus 1 by a power x plus 1. So what are the conditions to prove whether it is even or odd function? You have to replace x is equal to minus x. That is the condition. So just you have to replace f of minus x is equal to a power minus x minus 1 by a power minus x plus 1. So you cannot write straight away that answer it is an odd function. You have to prove that. So I am taking the reciprocal 1 by ax minus 1 by ax plus 1. Now you have to take, so after simplifying by using the cross multiplication both numerator and a denominator, you will get 1 minus e power x by 1 plus e power, but this is not in the question format. So you have to take minus outside, a power x minus 1 by a power x plus 1. So you can rewrite in the plus term. You can interchange the place of the positive one, no changes. When you interchange in the negative sign, in the case of difference, then you have to change the sign. So now I got minus of f of x. This is nothing but what? A power x minus 1 by a power x plus 1. A power x minus 1 by a power x plus 1. This is just equal to what is given in the question, that is f of x. So minus f of x. According to the question, if f of minus x is equal to minus f of x, which implies f of x is odd function. That's the answer. Clear. Just you have to replace in the place of y minus x, but you don't write straight away here answer, because if it is 2 mark questions, we may expect these steps. These 2 steps carry 1 marks. The last answer is carry 1 mark. So you have to simplify furthermore till if it is possible to bring that given question. So I brought this into the question format, but I got minus of the question. Therefore, it is called odd function. So now the same way you can go to the sum number 2. You see the sum number 2. I told you already, it is when x has power even number, that is 2, 4, 8, 6, 8, then it is always represent even function. Why it is always represent even function? For example, I define a function x square plus x power 4. If I am replacing x by minus x the whole square, minus x whole to the power 4. Minus x you have to multiply how many times? 2 times. So minus into minus plus x square. The same way minus x can be multiplied by how many times? 4 times. So this minus x we found already x square. Again minus x into minus x, x square, so x power 4. So when the power of x is an even number, that negative will be always positive, that you studied earlier in the lower classes. Therefore, wherever you see power of x is an even number, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and so on, then you can write that answer as even function. But you don't write straight away the answer, you have to write the question, then you have to replace x by minus x, then you have to prove the question. Clear? You have to show that f of minus x is equal to f of x. After these steps only you have to write it is an even function, or if it is minus f of x you have to write odd function. Clear? So second sum you taken as homework. Now question number 3. Third subdivision of the question number 1, that is sin x. It is given sin x plus cos x. So according to the condition you have to replace x by minus x, minus f of x is equal to sin of minus x plus cos of minus x. According to the trigonometrical formula, sin of negative will be minus sin x, cos is a even function, therefore it becomes cos x. Clear? This concept is studied earlier in the 4th chapter. Now if I am taking minus outside, sin x minus cos x. So it is no ways connected with this. See, the sign is same, but only the change of sign in cos. Therefore, I got different answer. So either you have to get exactly f of x or minus of f of x. Here you cannot replace this by minus f of x because it is given sin x plus cos x. So in this case, after taking minus outside, if it is not represent the question, then in this case only two possibility, either minus of the question or the question as it is. If it is minus of the question, you have to say that is odd function. If it is as it is the question, after replacing x equal to minus x, you can say that is even function. But here, after taking minus outside, I am not able to get the given question. In this case, you have to write it is neither not equal to f of x or minus of f of x. Therefore, which implies it is neither even nor odd function. That's all answer. Clear? Only two possibilities. Either you have to get after replacing x is equal to minus x, the question as it is, that is even function, or if you replace x equal to minus x, you will get minus of the question, that is odd function. If that two possibilities not possible, even if you simplified more, then you have to write it is neither even function nor odd function. Clear? The question number 4th subdivision of same exercise. So whenever you see that YouTube classes, you please, I need once the telecast is on, you please take photo shot in the first page, you have to send, you put it in the group. This is only your attendance. I have to notice the class number 38, 39. Clear? So whenever you see that watching the YouTube classes, please you take one green shot and put it in that group. That will be the attendance for you. Clear? So only you have to submit that homework. Others you have to maintain the fair note. The sum number 4th. It is something is different. F of x is equal to x square minus modulus of x. Again you have to replace x by minus x. F of minus x is equal to minus f x square minus of modulus of minus x. This is x square. You know already modulus of negative number is always positive. So there won't be any changes. Therefore, f of x is an even function. Clear? So straight away you can write that is even function. Modulus of x. So modulus of x you can rewrite x minus x. X greater than 0, x less than 0. So when you take modulus of minus value will be always positive. So no changes in this question. Therefore you have to write it is an even function. Clear? The last one is homework, only one line answers. Now we will go to sum number 2, let f be defined by f of x. F of x, they defined f of x as x cube minus kx square plus 2x. Find k. You are asked to find out the value of k where the f of x is given odd function. It is given already, this is the odd function. If it is odd function, you have to find out what is the value of k. That is the question. Very simple. What is the condition for odd function? I said, if it is algebraic expression, the power of the variable x should be always even or odd number. Odd number. When the power of x is odd number, then we may come to know that the given function is odd function. That is the basic concept I said very clearly. To prove whether the function is odd or even under the algebraic expression, not for other cases. Under the algebraic expressions, this is algebraic expression, there is no exponential logarithmic format. Therefore, it is purely algebraic expressions. It is a polynomial of degree how much? 3. So, power of x, if it is odd number in algebraic expression, it always shows what? Odd function. But here the power of x is cube, here power of x is how much? 1. That's why it is given already the function f is odd function, therefore no question of appearing in odd function x power square, x power 2. It is not possible. Why it is not possible? Because it is given already odd function, therefore this term will be equal to what? 0. So therefore k is equal to 0. If it is x square, you cannot say this is the odd function. But what is given here? It is given as odd function. If it is odd function, no power should no variable can consist of the power 2. Therefore, the coefficient of x square is equal to 0. Therefore, k is equal to 0. That is the meaning. Clear? If it is even function, then they will ask some other. They can ask what is the k values over here. Clear? It is given already. It is odd function. If it is odd function, the power of the variable is always odd number. If it is a even number, the entire term should be get is equal to 0. Therefore, minus k is equal to 0. K is equal to 0. That is the answer. Now, question number 3. This is the question number 2. Then question number 3. If f of x is equal to x cube minus 1 by x cube, so that f of x plus f of 1 by x is equal to 0. Question number 3. It is given f of x is equal to x cube minus 1 by x cube, so that f of x plus f of 1 by x is equal to 0. So this is just like what you studied in 10th standard set functions. In set functions, I just recollect what you studied in the lower classes in 10th standard. So they define set A and B, isn't it? They will give some values and B have some answers. You have to replace this x by what? 1. If it is given x belongs to A, then you are taking the elements from the set A and replacing the place of x by 1. So if you are replacing x by 1, f of 1 is equal to 2 of 1 plus 10. So answer is 12. If you replace x by 2, then 2 2s are plus 10, that is 14. So this is the process, isn't it? You did in 10th standard under the functions. You are taking you are replacing x by the given values. In the same way, in this question, instead of x, it is given what? 1 by x, that's all. So the same concept you have to use in 11th standard. In 10th standard, you are using that number, but here you are using the variable x. Clear? Without using the numerical values, you have to solve this one. But same concept. What concept that you studied in 10th standard under the map, that is function, the same concept, sets and function, the same concept you have to use in this problem also. Clear? So no other, don't think that it is different method. Same. The basic concept is just like 10th standard. Now f of x is given already. So I don't want to find f of x because it is given already in the question. Now I have to find out f of 1 by x, which means you have to replace x by 1 by x. So in the place of x you have to replace 1 by x. How did it here? In the place of x we are replacing 1. The same way in the place of x you have to replace 1 by x. So f of 1 by x is equal to 1 by x the whole cube minus 1 by x the whole cube. See, 1 cube is always 1, so x cube minus you take reciprocal, you take x cube by 1. So 1 by x cube minus x cube. Now you have to substitute all these information in this condition. What is it f of x? F of x is given x cube. So which implies this f of x replaced by x cube minus 1 by x cube plus f of 1 by x is replaced by 1 by x cube minus x cube. So everything it cancel. So what is your answer? 0. So which will give you the 0, that is f of x plus f of 1 by x is equal to 0. Hence proof. Very simple. This is very simple than used numerical values in the place of x. In the same way you have to find out question number 4. Question number 4. F of x is equal to x. So f of x is equal to, it is given x plus 1 by x minus 1. You are asked to find out that prove that you are asked to prove that f of x is equal to x. F of x. So you have to replace this x by x plus 1 by x minus 1 plus 1 by, again this x is replaced by the given question. F of x. So instead of x you have to take the entire function. So you have to replace this x by f of x plus 1 by x minus 1 plus 1. Again this x is replaced by x plus 1 by x minus 1. Taking the cross multiplication on both the numerator as well as the denominator, you will get x plus 1 plus x minus 1 by x plus 1 minus x plus 1. So just you have to see that plus and minus get cancelled. So numerator will have 2x, denominator will have 1 plus 1, 2. So 2 get cancelled. What is your answer? X. Hence proof. Very simple. You have to do it. And question number 5. This is not a new concept. It is a very simple concept. Instead of numerical value, you are replacing the given function x, whatever it is. Clear? So don't confuse that. For f of x, expression of f of 1 by x, so sum number 5, they defined the f of x is equal to x minus 1 by 3x plus 1. You are asked to find out f of 1 by x and 1 by f of x. So you have to find the solutions. Clear? So 1 by f of x. What is 1 by f of x? Just you have to take reciprocal. 3x plus 1 by x minus 1. That is 1 by f of x. What is f of 1 by x? How do you find f of 1 by x? You have to replace x by 1 by x minus 1. Here 3 of 1 by x plus 1. So just you have to apply the cross multiplications. Clear? You check whether you will get this answer or not. Just you have to apply the cross multiplication of both the numerator and denominator. You will get answer. So 1 minus x by 3 plus x. So this 3 plus x, that's the answer. So question number 6. This is also you studied in the lower classes. F of g. F composition of g. G composite what? X. So based on the concept, we have to see some problems under the sum number 6. f of plus g, f of x given e power x and g of x is given logarithm of x to the base e. F plus g, just you have to add, very simple, f plus g. What is f plus g? Is f plus g of 1. So e power x plus log x to the base e, it is given 1. So x is replaced by 1. Therefore e power 1 plus log 1 to the base e, log 1 is 0. This you know, the log 1 value is 0. Therefore e plus 0 is e. E power 1 is e. So no need to write e power 1. So log e is 0. The next one, fg, this is first subdivision of the question number 6. This is second subdivision. What is given? Fg of 1. Here you have to multiply e power x into log x to the base e. Again x is replaced by 1. So e power 1 into log 1 to the base e. So log 1 is 0. This will be always log 1 is 0. 0 into anything is always 0. Then sum number 3. 3f of 1. So you have to multiply f of x by 3. 3 e power x of 1. X is replaced by 1. So 3 e power 1, that is 3e. Clear? So it's very simple. And the same way you have to do for the last one, that is 5g of 1. 5 into log e, that is log x to the base e, but x is replaced by 1. So which will give you 5 log 1 to the base e. Log 1 is 0, therefore answer is 0. Very simple. Now sum number 7. Sum number 7. It is graph. You have to take some few points, 6 or 4 to 6 points you take, and you have to substitute in the place of x under the graph. So this you learnt already in the lower class, 10th, from 8th standard onwards you are learned. That is, you take that I give an explanation how to proceed. Clear? So these things you have to do it. So you have to take x. You have to take x, then x square, minus x square, then plus 16, isn't it? You take minus 4, minus 3, minus 1, 0, your wish, 2, 4, 6. Then you have to find minus of x square, minus 16. Be careful, minus x square, minus 16, minus 9, minus 1, 0. Here if you replace 2 squares, so everything will come only in it 4, 16, minus 36. Then you have to add 16, 16, 16. This you did already in 10th standard. Graph, 10 mark questions. So now you have to simplify, that is y. After simplified this one, you have to plot it on the graph sheet, draw. Clear? And just connect it like 10th standard model. You have to some problems are given, something is with the modulus symbol. Just I have to explain it. But all these things you have to do it in that graph sheet and send through the WhatsApp and paste it on the Fairnote, because sometimes they may ask this in 5 mark questions. Graph, very simple. Now question number 2, f of x is equal to modulus of x minus 2. So you have to define the function modulus of x, that is, what is modulus of x minus 2 when x greater than 0, then minus of x minus 2 when x less than 0. This is the basic concept to eliminate, to remove the modulus. One is positive, another one is negative. So you take minus inside the bracket, x minus 2, this x greater than or equal to 0, and 2 minus x x less than 0. So these two possibilities are there. It is 0, so what is the value is given? 2. So less than 2, so you have to take only 2 instead of 0. So if it is given 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Clear? If it is only x, then you have to use only the 0. Depends upon the constant. So x minus 2, therefore x greater than 2, less than 2, greater than or equal to 2, less than 2. Clear? So if it is given x minus 5, what will come? The limits will come 5, 5. When the limit is 6, 6, 6. Clear? So now you have to replace x by you have to draw the diagram, separate diagram for this one. You take points whatever it is. You take y is equal to x minus 2. If replace x is equal to 2, what will come? Y is equal to 0. Then 2 comma 0. Similarly, you will get same answer when you replace x by 2, you get 0. So in the graph, surely the modulus, it will meet at 0 comma 2 comma 0. So this is second one, it will go. I am draw only the shape of the diagram. If replace x by 2 in any one of these two equations, f of x is nothing but what? Y. So when you replace x by 2, 2 minus 2 is what? 0. So 2 comma 0. Even if replace here also you will get x is equal to 2, 2 minus 2, 0. So you will get 2 comma 0. You have to draw the graph separately for x minus 2 and 2 minus x. You can take any values. But here you can take only the x value less than 2. Don't take 3, 4, 5, 6. You have to take 2, 3, 5, 4 only for x minus 2. But for this you have to take less than 2. Clear? So you have to take less than 2. Just I am giving the hints how to proceed for this one. For first one, I consider the y1 x minus 2, for which you have to take x is equal to 3, 4, 5 and so on. Clear? Any values. For next curve, 2 minus x, you have to take x is equal to 0, minus 1, minus 3. That's enough. 3 points enough. If you want to take more, you can take minus 4 also. Just to substitute these two, this will come this side. When you replace these values for y1, first one, there will be represent straight line. Clear? So be careful. I am just evaluate. I brought this one. After that, you can take separate curve, straight line. For this, you have to take more than 2, and this one less than 2. Already we did where we did the intersect. It will be intersecting on at x is equal to 2, because if you replace x is equal to 2, you will get y is equal to 0. X is 2, y is 0. So it will come minus of x minus 2, straight line will come to the left side, plus of x minus 2 go to the right side. So you will get this format. But you can use, no need take only these points. What I suggested now 3, 4, 5. Your wish, you can take any number of any points. Not necessarily take only these points. What is written on the board? Your wish. Clear? So the same way go for the sum number 3. So you have to draw the graph on the graph sheet. When the graph sheet is not provided to you, you please take your scale reading as it is in the white sheet in the answer script itself. You take scale reading like 1, 2, 3. Each centimeter carry 1, 2, 3 and plot the points in the main sheet itself. Clear? This subdivision number 3 of the same exercise, f of x is equal to x into modulus of x. Here we have some function. I define y is equal to x. Modulus of x, I told you already two possibilities. No limits are given along with x like this model, therefore it is greater than 0. X into minus x. X is less than 0. Therefore, y is equal to x into x how much? X square. X greater than 0. That is minus x square. X less than 0. So again, y is equal to x square and y is equal to how much? Minus x square. So plot the points for both the curve. Join it. You will get answer. This curve passing through like 0, 0. So you have to take x value, 4 values for first one, again the 4 values for second one, plotted on the graph sheet. Just you connect, you will get the required answer. Clear? Now sum number 4 and 5, this is given already in the examples, but you have to understand the concept. Clear? Only 2, 3 problem subdivisions are there. I just explained how to proceed. So f of x is equal to e power 2x. It is given, actually this is e power x 2x, this is nothing but a power x, y is equal to a power x. This is exponential format. We have two different types of exponential format which are given in that examples number 5.12. In the example of 5.12, we have two category. Clear? E power x and e power a power x when a is greater than 1. We have y is equal to e power minus 2x. That is given, I think, in next problem of the same. It stands for y is equal to ax when a is lies between 1, 0 and 1. This is called open interval. Between 0 and 1, open interval. Just you have to memorize, if it is y is equal to e power 2x, this is nothing equal to e power x, because it is common. So be careful. So the diagram is very simple. We have more explanation, it is given in the examples. Refer the examples, or if you memorize, straight away you can draw. The diagram for e power 2x is like, it will be intersecting at exactly 1, 0. This is for y is equal to e power 2x. For some number 5, y is equal to e power minus 2x, the diagram will be like this. Again same 1, 0. So this is for e power minus 2x, this is for e power 2x. Clear? So now, just you have to understand the concept and proceed. I will explain at the end of the chapter how to get this answer. Clear? So this is very simple. You have to understand, if you replace x by the values more than 1, when you plot the points, so how do you get 1, 0, sir? That is a problem. How do you get 1, 0 for this one? If you replace y is equal to 0, x is equal to 0, suppose y, here the function is given e power 2x, x is equal to 0, y is equal to e power 0, e power 0 is how much? 1. Clear? That's what 1, 0, 1. 0, 1. The same way for y is equal to e power minus 2x. When you replace x is equal to 0, e power minus 0 is nothing but e power 0. What will be the answer? 1. Therefore, again you get 0, 1 for both together. That's what. So you have to memorize like this. Clear? So next, last problem of this exercise. Last problem of this exercise is f of x. F of x is equal to modulus of x by x. It is called a sine function. What is the name of this function is? Sine function, that is modulus of x by x. I told you already, y is equal to plus x by x. Clear? One more, minus x by x. If you eliminate, you will get 1 and minus 1. If you replace x by 0, you will get 0. Y is equal to 0. So the range will be minus 1, 0, 1. So this is the range for the given sine function. So how do you find out this answer? It is given very clearly x. So just you have to plot the points by using x is equal to, y is equal to, you have to derive that 1 minus 1. And what is one more? 0. Do you have any other values? No values. That is x greater than 0, x less than 0, x is equal to 0 by 0 is what? Not determinant. So you will get these two possibilities other than the 0. When you replace x by 0, you will get only 0. Clear? So only these two possibilities. When you plot the points on the curve, you will get like this. So 1, 0, 1, here will come minus 1, that is 0, minus 1, that is 0. So this is called sine functions. Modulus of x is replaced by So just you have to take x minus x. If you replace x by any values, you will get value. For example, if you replace x by 2, for example, modulus of 2 by 2, 2 by 2 is what? 1. If you replace minus value also, you get minus 2, that is 2 by 2 is how much? 1. So if you replace x by any values, you will get only the range between 1 and minus 1. That is the sin function which is defined already in the page number 162. The range, the domain, the range is minus 1 comma 0. So range of the sin of function is minus 1 comma 0 comma 1. So you have to memorize, and based on this concept only you are studying this. We will draw the graph modulus of x by x. So when you replace x by any negative value or positive value, we will get only always 1, 1, 1. Clear? If replace minus x also, modulus will be always positive. Minus will take always positive. If you take y is equal to x by x, there are two possibilities, x by x. If replace by x by any number, you will get always positive value. Y is equal to minus x by x. If you replace x by any value, you get only minus value, that will be stands for plus 1 and minus 1. You never get other than this value, that is except 0. So these are the possibilities just for explaining how to get this answer. So you have to collect these two possibilities alone, then 0. No other possibilities, because we have x by x minus x by x. If you replace x by negative value, for this is only positive, not for negative. If you replace positive, you get only 1. The negative sign also you get minus value. So based on this concept, we have to do that problem. So previous one, x square minus x square, and this one modulus of x by x, that is x by x, positive answer and negative answer. If you go for it, you will get only plus 1 and minus 1. So we will see the next class, exercise number 5.2.